start from goalkeeper. Who is the best goalkeeper in the world? Nathaniel. I'm gonna ask Nathaniel first.
Why did you come to me first?
Because I like views of Liverpool fans. I love debunking them and throwing them out with the baby and the bathwater. So
There's a few keepers that I like. Yeah. For example, like Jan Oblak. I'd say probably I like Ederson as well, and I like Alisson. However, the best goalkeeper has to be Alisson. I can't lie.
Whoa!
And his academic. Wait! Before you come for me, wait. The accolades that he's won recently, proves my point. It proves my point. So I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know I think he got a Golden Glove for Brazil or something like that. I can't remember what he got. He's got Golden Glove. He's got bare clean sheets. Like he's getting trophies for being a great goalkeeper. So why not Alisson Becker, man?
He definitely had brilliant 2019. I think Golden Glove, Premier League, possibly Champions League. I'm not 100% sure. Possibly Champions League, and Copa America as well. So he's definitely got those.
Exactly.
He said.
And we won the Club World Cup as well, and man like Alisson, isn't it? He's a part of that team.
So did Origi win it, but we're not going to put him as a number 9.
Might be.
Origi's the best striker in the world.
Oh, maybe we are going to put him as a number 9. Alisson, Ramon, you agree, Alisson?
Nah, man. I mean, I like Alisson. I think he's shown that he's arguably the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. I'm good with that. But with worldwide, for me, he comes second, man. You see, as a goalkeeper myself, my time in between the sticks, I know what makes a good goalkeeper, and I feel like the Champions League game that we had when Liverpool got knocked out against Atletico and beaten on their own turf, it just showed the levels where he is. He's commanding. He comes out. He reads situations. He's a shot stopper. I've heard something like he saved like the last 80 out of the shots he's faced. 80% of them he's actually saved. The most since 2014 for any goalkeeper. Like he's that level. Like things just go to him, and the things that like you might see him save it, and you think good save, maybe not great. Other goalkeepers just ain't, maybe because their frame isn't as big and large as him or whatever, but just not getting down there. They're not making those kind of saves. So you're just like, it makes things look so easy, but he's a massive part of that Atletico back line and the reason why they're so good at not conceding goals. And yeah, he does it on the big occasion. He does it in the little occasions as well. And his presence alone will just make a man just not want to go near him. And I feel like in a day and age where we've had the David De Gea's who sort of slowly falling down the pecking order, and Emmanuel Neuer's, like we're looking at sort of who the next best is. And I think now Jan Oblak states his claim for me, man, and for me he's the best goalkeeper in the world.
You're quick to mention that you used to be a goalkeeper. I think is that like a disclaimer for your kick ups with tissue paper? You say
man. You see the thing with that, I know certain men are trying to get onto me on that, but listen, I'm just trying to show you the technique. As I say, as a goalkeeper, but as a human being, man. But Thierry Henry will be proud of that. The way I kept it up, I had a cat running towards me, launched it, and I don't think you lot saw, but I launched it. There was a goal, and I launched it in the back of the net. So top bins and that.
I'm welly behind that. Kyle, one that hasn't been mentioned just yet, Ter Stegen. Now, some would put him as the best. Obviously, you've been a Barcelona fan, especially as in this day and age, playing out from the back is a massive, aspect of a lot of teams nowadays. None more so than Barcelona, and his shot stopping is very good as well. So, where do you stand on Ter Stegen? Is he number one? If he's not number one, where would you put him?
Well, first of all, for me, there's only 4 goalkeepers that could enter the discussion for this position, and that is David De Gea, Ter Stegen, Alisson, and Oblak. No, Edison, Hugo Lloris, them kind of goalkeepers, they are kind of floating around that step below. I don't think that they have any claim to the best goalkeeper in the world right now. And for me, the number one role, the number one job, number one priority for a goalkeeper is to prevent the ball going in the back of the net. So no matter how good you are playing out from the back, you be the best at it by a long mile. If not the best at preventing the ball from going back in your net, you're not the best goalkeeper in the world. So Edison could be the absolute greatest at playing out from the back. I'm not saying he is, he could be. But if you're not levels at preventing the ball from going back in it, that shot stopper ability, then you can't be the best goalkeeper in the world, because for all the fancy playing that you can get 6 assists a season and end up conceding 30 goals a season. I mean, you're not the best goalkeeper, right? Because concede too many goals. And that's kind of where I am at with Ter Stegen. I mean, he may be maybe fancy playing the ball at the back of the net, playing around the edge of his box, being able to head clear, punch clear, you know, playing risky, kind of like Hugo Lloris in his prime. Like, you know, that very risky goalkeeper. Like, you kind of praise it, but you kind of want more from the shot stopping side of, you know, of the goalkeeper. And for me, that's where I'm at with Ter Stegen.
I think if you stop shot stopper, personally.
I mean, no, he is, but he's not the best. He's not the best. If you were asking me this like 3 years ago, undoubtedly I'd be like, well, it's David De Gea. But over the last couple of seasons, I mean, boy, he's gone missing. He really has gone missing. He's kind of lost his edge. And it's sad to see, but at the same time, it's nice to see.
This guy.
And so that just leaves it between Alisson and Oblak. And I hear where that's coming from, like the season that he had last year. But if you look at it in comparison to the season Oblak had, it actually wasn't better than Oblak's. The only thing that was better than Oblak was the fact that he won trophies. And you ask yourself, why did he win trophies? Well, Liverpool have a far greater team than Atletico. It's not Oblak's fault why Atletico don't go and win the Liga, why they don't go win Champions League. He's doing the best that he can. If we had switched goalkeepers that same year, I can guarantee you Liverpool still would have won what they won. And Alisson wouldn't have made Atletico better than what they were doing last season. If you switch the goalkeepers around, Liverpool would probably be even better. I'm going to be honest with you, Liverpool would probably be even better if they had Oblak and goal. They'd be even better. So for me, best goalkeeper has to go to Oblak. He's just, I genuinely think he's level better than everyone else right now. He's an immense goalkeeper.
I mean, you know, to get Alisson anywhere near the team, I would have to vote for him, and you know that's not going to happen. There will literally have to be no other keepers in the world for Alisson up there. Not because he's not good, but you know I have my own preferences. But no, Alisson deserves to, you know, be spoken among. He deserves to be spoken on the bed. But what I would say for me when it comes to Oblak, and that's the first one I'm going through, is throughout the last, let's say, 5 years, when we're talking about who's the best keeper in the world, whether it's Manuel Neuer, whether it's David De Gea, one person whose name's always around, number 2, number 3, is Oblak. So that means in the last 5 years, he hasn't dropped his level. He's always been around the top 3 keepers in the world. And then you get a David De Gea comes, and he's brilliant for X amount of time, and now he's dropping off. And then Ter Stegen, who didn't start very well, and now he's, you know, coming to his prime, and we don't know what's going to happen with him in the next couple of years. Alisson, who, you know, he was just over there in Rome and not doing nothing spectacular, and now he's up there. And Oblak's still around, you know, top 2, top 3. So the fact that he has had that consistency for the last 5 years at least, for me, I have to say Oblak. And you know, we can always talk about Atletico Madrid's defense, that kind of thing, and how good it is. And yes, if we're going to look at clean sheets and goals conceded, you have to give credit to defense. But his save percentage, that means for all the times that he does get an opportunity, you might say, as a keeper to make a save, he makes it at a higher rate than the majority of other keepers, if not more than every other keeper. And that's what you can ask him. Like, you can't fault him for having a good defense in front of him. You cannot ask for you to do his job, and he always does his job. So I think for that consistency, as well as his ability and how he's performing right now, I have to give it to Oblak. So that's Oblak in our team. Go on.
Can I just give an honorary shout out to two players?
Go on.
The pioneer of super keeping, man like Neuer, the legend himself, and what's his name? Gianluigi Donnarumma.
Oh, Donnarumma. Okay.
Yeah, the kid. He's my age, in it, but like he's up there. He's levels. I think he's gonna be the next big thing. Like soon when we're discussing, huh?
No, I say he could be. I'm not. Yeah, I think he's definitely been touted as the next best keeper on the block.
Yeah, the next time we discuss the best keepers in the world, his name's going to be mentioned. I'm telling you.
That's going to be next week. That's going to be next week. We're lacking on topics right now, so if you can put some stellar performances between now and next week, we can talk about it. Donnarumma, he's definitely up there. But yeah, and Neuer, as a Neuer come and he did his bit. When Neuer was going, Neuer was, he revolutionized that position. But that risk that he has as you get older, sometimes, your reaction of rushing out and those kind of things, he has the instinct to do it, but his reaction and, his speed and all that is going to reduce, and you see more errors. And I've seen in the last few years more errors when it comes to, coming out of his goal. More than things like that. But definitely when he was at his peak, he was definitely the best keeper in the world. So only when David De Gea came around where there was a competition for that place.